Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic. We're actually not going to leave the college football stratosphere of information right now. And we're actually going to expound on it a little bit. And what I'm going to expound on is this. Everybody came into this college football season with one name on their tongue. Pause. Caleb Williams. So everyone kept saying, hey, he's Patrick Mahomes, and this is the guy. He's so fly. You know where I'm coming from? That's what everybody said. They said, could he win back-to-back Heismans and everything else? But let me tell you something right now. I'm here to tell y'all this. As of right now, it's a three-man race. Shadeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, and Caleb Williams will be your top three Heisman candidates, or like we like to call them at times, finalists. Look, a lot of times people don't understand context. They can't. I was reading on Twitter. I really was. And they were going over saying, oh my God, why are you guys so excited? It was one game. What's the big deal? And they lacked context to explain just what happened today. Because it just wasn't about winning a game. It's not just about beating the second best team of last season. I'm going to break everything down what I mean by this. It's all going to come full circle. So everybody remembers when Deion Sanders was coaching at Jackson State. They said, you guys, even though they won the SWAC championship, the second year I believe they lost in the championship game. And a lot of people were saying that his son was overrated. They said that his son was getting a lot of preferential treatment, and there was a lot of nepotism going on. That's what was being said by media guys. Guys that cover, the NFL and stuff like that. That's what they were saying. They said that this was nepotism at its finest. So he goes on and says, he benches him, I believe, in one of the games. And he says, we're going to go to Colorado, and I'm bringing my son with me, okay? A lot of people said, oh, well, you could probably get another quarterback, but whatever, we'll see what he does. The son comes out and has the best or greatest game of his career against better, so-called better competition. Now, Travis Hunter, wasn't he, I believe, the top-rated high school prospect that Deion Sanders was able to nab? Everybody was against it. Oh, you remember when everyone was like, oh, you would have been better if you went to Alabama or something like that. Yeah, you got one guy that's not going to do nothing. And now all you can hear is his name ringing through because he played the entire game on both sides of the ball. I believe it was 116 snaps he played all together, offense and defense. And they did all this. Remember, 4 receivers over 100 yards. I believe it's the first time in history, like college football history or something like that. Hold on, I want to make sure I say it right. I believe it was the first time in college football history, or something the first time in history. Yeah, first time in history, Colorado football, first time in history with 400-yard receivers in one game. So they're breaking records. They're setting milestones. And they did it while being 20-point underdogs. Now, here's the thing. Caleb came into this season as the front runner for another Heisman. Let's just be real. It is what it is. That's what it is. He has been probably the most complete-looking quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck. And it's not even close, I might add. But now there's going to be some competition because Shadeur is playing outside of his mind. And it looks like he could have been better. See, that's another thing this is the context I'm bringing in for everyone that did not watch the game. There were 6 drop passes in that game. Travis Hunter actually dropped one. I believe it was for like 60 yards. Beautiful pass. A dime. Dropped it, missed the pass and everything. It was perfect. Right on the dime. Dropped it. Shadeur could have ended that game with 600, maybe even 700 passing yards. I repeat, 600 to 700 passing yards. Remember, they dropped like 6 wide open passes. So I was thinking, and I'm like, man, everyone's trying to erase their tweets. See, I want to erase what I said. You can go right back to the video what I said. I like receipts. Receipts do well by me. But they did all of that against a top school, and they could be better. That's what should be scaring everybody. The offense, there were mistakes made. Defensive-wise, they need to get the trenches held down. That defensive line and offensive line needs to be, solidified more. But he's going to win games this year. And if you're winning games, you're going to be in the Heisman category. This is going to be such an amazing story at the end of the year, because what are they going to do? See, this is why, because sometimes it's not about also just a production. It's about the story that goes with it. Think about it. Think about the media's story about this. You have Caleb. Can he repeat with his spectacular play and capture a second Heisman? And then they're going to have Shadeur Sanders. Underdog, coming from a school that nobody thought could do, playing for his father, breaking multiple school records. And then you're going to have the defensive player in Travis Hunter, who is literally a Swiss Army knife, playing defense and offense at the highest level. The narratives will write themselves. Can you imagine what time is it? Prime time. This is hilarious. And I love it. I truly love it, because this just makes me for more content. You know what I mean? Look, I called it, so I feel good about it. I can cover it all I want. Everyone can be like, oh, no, Nitro, you didn't feel that way. You're changing up. No, Nitro told y'all what it was. Nitro said, look, I'm not doubting Deion Sanders. Why? Because he's been successful in everything that he does. It's the same thing I try to tell people. It's integrity. If you build up equity, being correct about certain things, or the way that you do stuff, people still doubting you are no longer doubters. They're just haters. Because you've already set a track record for excellence for yourself. And that's all Deion Sanders has done. Not only in football, but his entire career and everything he's done. Imagine a father achieving the things that Deion Sanders has achieved in football, in baseball, as an athlete. And then making sure his son is on the trajectory to be a top 3 prospect out of college, or a top 3 draft pick in next year's draft. What did they say? Nobody believed in us, but God did. I'm telling y'all, those are your 3 finalists right now they're looking at. Travis Hunter, Shadeur Sanders, Caleb Williams. And I'm telling you, it's going to come down to the last straw. And they play USC this year, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Colorado plays USC. Woo! Could you imagine if that's the one bad game that Caleb has? Travis Hunter has 2 interceptions against him, and Shadeur goes off, wins the game, gets 400 passing yards, or whatever else it is like that. Could you imagine the stories that would come out for that game? But tell me, what do you think? Do you think I'm tripping? Hey, and if it happens, I called it. I want the receipts. Do you agree? 3 front-running Heisman finalists right now. Travis Hunter, Shadeur Sanders, Caleb Williams. Let me know down in the comment sections what you guys think, all right? Because I truly do want to know. I do. And that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. And how we get down, we have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. Just remember, be a little cordial in there and we'll be good. And if you have not already done so, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. It does a lot. It supports the channel and it gives you guys access to more content. 3 tiers of content, goodness, at your fingertips. So go check it out and let me know what you think. And if you want to just donate to help out with new equipment and stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App's located in the description of every video that we do, and the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Real easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This show is Nico signing off, and as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. You're